So
Who Beef Boy for some reason like stays around. I don't know. I unadded SMG6 on Discord because I don't want to be around him, and I also dropped a lot of other people too. But that's a topic for later.
yeah, so and then continuing the SMG6 stuff, then fast forward months later, it was like late 2025, I believe. This was when the SMG 67 meme started, and he was getting very mad at it. I remember the clips. He was getting very mad at it.
Oh my god! I mean that was so bad. It got so bad that even fucking Blentoad said SMG 67.
Are you
That's how bad
serious?
it got. That's how bad. From SMG6 himself, he told me Blentoad told him SMG 67. That's how bad the joke got. It went as far as to go up the chain of the big leagues. Hell, I never even intended for that joke to get so big, but it just did. Also because, well, 6-7 was a whole big thing back then, and so that's why I guess, everyone kind of said it. SMG6 even told me he has a clip of it, but I'm unsure. I never got this clip.
What?
But if it does exist, I'd love to see this clip because, man, I'd love to see. I'd like to see Blentoad call him SMG 67. That'd make me very joyous, to be honest.
That's funny. I actually never knew. I don't know if it's rumored. I don't know if it's a rumor or not. But if Blentoad said that too, like that's even crazier. Blentoad of all people, which
I know.
that is insane.
It might have been because of some people around him. I don't know. I don't know. But I know a lot of people have called him SMG 67. That's how far the joke went.
Wow. Okay, so what
Oh,
other
one more thing to add. I
oh
don't think I was the one that started it first. I think someone rage baited him beforehand, and then I guess he was already mad about it. And then I went in and rage baited him. So I pioneered like it's I guess like for more people to say it, but I never like started the joke at first. But from what I know, when I first clipped, when I first clipped him, like getting mad and all that, as far as I know, I was the first person to like think of that joke. At that point, though.
wow. Okay. So now let's bring up some other people. First off, Super Beef Boy. Describe the relationship that you guys had, like your friendship.
I feel like Beef Boy, he's not exactly problematic. I feel like he's a more socially accepted real Goku. But the problem with him is that he would always be the one to kind of like start things. For good reasons, though, not exactly bad. Like with the whole Umbra stuff and that 10-year-old thing, that was reasonable. Blood Knight, I'm on the fence about it, but then again, Blood Knight, I think he's a weirdo because of the whole Avatar VRChat Avatar thing where he wanted NSF, where he made NSFW Miss Circle avatars. So I think Beef Boy, again, it's not, he's like a horrible person other than the whole N-word debacle. But I feel like the only reason that he started calling me a groomer supporter during the whole Medi thing was just to stay relevant. I feel as if that only happened because he just wanted shit to happen, I guess, or I don't know his true reasoning for it. I never asked him, and I don't think I ever will know. But as far as I know, I am no groomer supporter. I'm never been a groomer supporter. I will never do that shit. It's bad. Especially with the whole Medi thing. I mean, dude, that's a whole other story that I could tell to so many other people because Medi is for half a year I dated her. That was,
Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like Beef Boy just kind of only did that to start shit for no reason. Now, I'm not saying he actually did do that. I don't know his true reasoning. I'd love to know his true reasoning. I feel like I still don't know why he really did do that. I'm not holding him against it, though. I feel like after I say this, something's going to happen and he's going to go on some bullshitting thing. I don't hold it against him because he did apologize afterwards. So we all moved on from that. But I don't think Beef Boy is inherently really a bad person. He's just done a lot of things that I don't sit with and that a lot of people, I mean, a lot told me to just drop him because he's just not exactly a good person to be around. Again, more socially accepted than real Goku. And I like him, but he still kind of needs some work done on himself because I feel like him being on the internet and for his age catching pedophiles or whatever is just not the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, even me, like I'm a minor. I'm 17. I shouldn't even be doing this either, which is why in recent days, I've stopped doing all drama. I've taken down all the drama videos, and I'd rather hang out with, people I actually want to be around. And that's not to say I don't want to be around Beef Boy or anyone else. I'm just saying, people who aren't, how do I say this, like, that has like drama with them 24/7. And that I would, I don't know how to explain it. I'll probably come up with a better way eventually. But for now, it's just to really like lay low on drama for a while and just to shelve it and probably leave it alone forever to collect dust.
Yeah, that's considering everything that happened over the course of the past year, I don't blame you in the slightest. So so speaking about Chance or Medi, I know you went through a lot when it came to Medi. Because I remember I was actually there on call with you when you found out quite a bit of info about her, and you had a panic attack right there on call with me and Super Beef Boy. So can you just like elaborate, just like put into like short terms what happened that day?
I think like it was hours after, she vanished because of her like dad taking all of her stuff. And so, well, it's easier to explain what happened then now than then, because that was an event that happened. Even then, if it was like 2 months ago, I can explain it much easier now, but it still hurts me to this day about what happened back then. And that I actually thought I found someone who was truthfully good, but no, it was all lies. Everything was a lie. And it hurts to think about it. It really does. And even just thinking about what happened, because I never went through anything like that, and to figure that out, it made me feel uncomfortable at best. Like a sense of uneasiness, but not simply just that. Like those two main feelings, along with a billion other feelings I felt at that point.
Yeah. So yeah, and you did end up going to the hospital a while after all that happened, correct? Okay, you did. Okay. So so fast forwarding, now getting off of the whole Medi topic. Now let's talk about the other person that you did date for a while. One of the Blend Toad VAs, Princess Alice, which I don't know that much about her specifically myself. I mean, she's the one who made she's the one who made my PNG tuber, which I use.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Which that
I don't have any bad things or bad blood against her, really. I think she's talented, and that like a lot of things happen. Both sides are wrong at the end of the day. At least the aftermath of it. Not that it was me or her fault for why we broke up, but anyway, I have no bad blood against her at all. I mean, I haven't really spoken to her. The only thing I have is TikTok, where I occasionally talk to her. But other than that, I mean, I don't really care for her. I mean, I like not in that way, like oh, mental health. Oh, I care, but like I guess the right way to say it is just I just have nothing against her. Just she can go on like do whatever she wants. I don't really care.
Yeah, okay. Nice. So so another person I wanted to mention was Starlet and JPack. What was your relationship with those two?
Cool people. JPack is a really nice guy to talk to, and he could share a lot of cool stories about a lot of things. And obviously he's older, but he has a lot of cool stories, and I always like to listen. And Starlet Break too. He has a lot of history from his past. I always like to listen on him and what he has to say about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so when did you officially drop a lot of people that you were talking to. Like, I mean, yes, I did know that you dropped Goku like a while before you dropped a lot of other people, because I was there with you when you had a massive argument with him. So when did you decide to move on, private everything, delete, or no, not delete everything, but private everything, and basically
I
move on?
I think it was after Biscuits. After I had, well, I don't know actually. Hmm. It was really just being tired after seeing so much negativity within the FPE fandom. I was just tired,
Yeah.
and so there's a lot of other factors too, but that's one of the things. Being simply seeing so much negative that I'd rather want to see positive. Kind of like what Tyson wants. Tyson literally has the same idea of wanting to make it less so drama conflict filled. And we share similarities in having that idea too. So, hell, sometimes some enemies can turn into friends and have the same ideas as some. And shit, I mean, I'm happy that I solved that, and I solved so many other long-standing kind of conflicts I had with people for a long time. Even burnt toast, I had that solved as well. I had a lot of things solved, and I really have nothing else to be dealing with. No drama, no nothing. I've just been kind of chilling, thinking to myself about a lot of things. Trying to, mental health, all that. That's all my own personal stuff that I have to go through. But when it comes to any drama, long-standing, new, nothing. I've been more carefree about a lot of things. Not in terms of my friends, which I accidentally did a stupid decision to not care so much for, them and start kind of doing this idea of not caring and destroying my reputation because I don't care. I do care. I really do. And I'd rather be more relaxed and just more friendly towards others instead of acting like a bitch or an asshole. And so after realizing that, I was like, well, I just got to be nice. And I am nice. I just don't know why. I know why. It stems back to a lot of what happened in late, December 2025, where, all that stuff happened with Medi, and it's changed how I felt for a while and how I acted towards others. But as of recently, I decided it's time to stop. And it's time to rethink a lot of things and start acting more mature and more rational.
Well, that is a very good thing that you want to change your thought process, so to speak, after everything that's happened over the course of the past over a year. Which, I mean, yes, I've known you for like since the summer, definitely, and ever since then, I mean, I've known you. I've talked to Beef Boy, Starlet, a lot of people that were around you, Piskets, a lot of people. I even for a little while had a quote unquote acquaintance with Real Goku, which I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that.
Understandable.
But all he did 24/7 was just talk about drama.
Yeah, he's still on about Tamari and PP, man. I'm pretty sure, but
He
he can
is,
do
I
whatever he wants,
believe.
right?
So okay, so Shakerco, the channel that you made, this alt channel that you made, once when Better Call Zoc was still up and running, it was named something else before it was Shakerco, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the old alternative YouTube channel I had lying around that I decided to repurpose it to just make it a second channel. So it did have an old name. Yeah, it was some random name I came up with. I literally don't know what it was, but I just repurposed it for Shakerco so I could take the VRChat stuff away from Zoc's name and put it onto Shakerco rather than Zoc.
Okay, nice. And and of course you had a lot of a lot of like drama stuff on there, shit posts on there, and
Yeah.
as you've described and openly talked about on that channel, you've privated all the drama videos, and you only have the shit posts up now, which meant that half of your videos on that channel ended up getting privated because of it. So
Yeah. Oh, oops.
this is actually a very good question. Would you if you could go back in time, would you have made Better Call Zoc if you could go back in time?
I find that tough to answer in a way. You know, in one way, I've met all these other cool people, but then another, I just kind of like, you know, if I wasn't to ever make Better Calls, like I wouldn't have. But I also have a lot of regrets of like getting myself into this whole drama and caught up in it for hell 10 months at this point, which, you know, as of recently, I've dropped it all and just become more relaxed, so to say. And so,
Yeah.
you know, in some ways, yeah, I do. I think I've met a lot of terrible people off of this one community and game alone, but that's maybe just because I only saw the negative side of it. I'm starting to really see a lot of the positives to FPE as of recently, and it's made me more happy that such a fandom has positives rather than, you know, just negatives all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, I was a fan of FPE like quite for like quite a long time. I mean, I still like it. It's just I try and branch myself off into other like communities now because the FPE fandom and VRChat's kind of like slowly like died down a bit because I mean, Grimsey's World, for example, that world was like the pinnacle of the fandom. Like everybody went there. That was where all the drama happened. And
That
then
was what I deemed to be the magnum opus. And
yeah,
then after Ufed's World came out, which not a bad thing by the way, it's a good thing so that it's more moderated. It's just started to go more down.
yeah, because all the problematic people, so to speak, are blacklisted and or banned from the world, so they can't
Which
go in
by
there
all means
anymore.
is a great thing. That is a great thing.
Yes. So 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 first off, when it comes to worlds, so once Grimsey's world got deleted, which let's actually elaborate on this. Um, Grimsey's world got deleted like the day after you had a conversation with him, which you recorded.
Hours.
Hours, yeah,
Hours.
hours. And because Grimsey was a person who just made the world just for the hell of it, just because just because at that point he found FPE cool, and like nobody really like saw him, and then it was this one day where you actually got to have a conversation with him, and you told him about all the
My friend Ayato, my friend Ayato told me he was there actually. He was there. And so I was like, "Oh, my only opportunity to talk to the guy, I'll take it." And I talked to him about everything that's happened up until that point. All the drama and whatnot.
and if I'm correct, he told you that he knew like remotely nothing when it came to all the drama that was happening in the world. He knew like remotely nothing.
Yeah. Basically nothing.
That's insane. That is insane. So it was hours after that. Well, I mean, he did say in that recording that he did want to update the world at some point, but that didn't happen because, as you said, hours later the world got privated, and then at the same moment, Tusk Dusk, which I'm pretty sure they're friends, Grimsey and Tusk.
They are friends, yeah.
They privated all of their FP related avatars. Majority of them are now back, but like the Abby avatar, that's gone. The Christmas Lana, that's gone. Like a few avatars that Tusk made are still missing. And I mean, the thing is, they could absolutely re-upload those missing avatars. They could absolutely do it. I mean, if I'm correct, you did get the files of the Tusk Dusk Abbey and Lana and refine them yourself,
Yeah.
correct?
Oh, I didn't find them myself. Abby Apple gave them to me.
Oh,
He gave them to me, and it beats me how he got them, but I know he gave it to me.
okay. So now fast forwarding after Grimsey's world was deleted, before we get to the world that you made, we had the other worlds that came before Grimsey's world, like Deltale's world, which I believe that got taken down. There's the Baldi's schoolhouse, which that's
DuckTales was re-uploaded,
oh, it was
but it
re-uploaded.
wasn't the original. And then,
Oh,
yeah, it was. But then there was another one that was also re-uploaded again that, like, tried to closely resemble what it was before. I'm pretty sure, but I don't
okay.
remember.
So so now going into so there was Baldi's schoolhouse was like the first. That was where all the FPE fans went in the beginning because FPE didn't have a actual world at that point. So and of course FPE, like the animation, the song was of course from Baldi's Basics. So all the FPE fans went to that world. And then it was Deltale's world, which that was actually when I started getting into FPE myself, when the Deltale world was a thing. So then it was VT's world, which that world isn't as popular anymore. And then it was Pee Pee Mao's world, which is still up. And from what I've heard, apparently she wants to update it, and she's working on updating it.
Yeah, she's been doing that for a while, according to Oofhead. I talked to him about it. He told me.
And then it was after Pee Pee Mao's world. That was when Grimsey's world came. And then after his world got taken down, you decided to work on a remaster of Grimsey's world.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which
It was like a Roblox, whatever. It was more or less of an experiment. I got made fun of for it, but I kind of found it interesting to see how it would go. Yeah, the workflow of it was a bit sucky, and I could have done it in way better ways like Blender, but I wasn't going to take the time out of my day to learn Blender because I just don't feel like it. I'll just come up
exactly.
in the forefront and say it. I don't feel like it. So I wanted to try other methods, and I just wanted to experiment rather than, anything else.
Yeah, and of course, for what the world was actually pretty well made. Even though it was definitely a lot like, I mean, Grimsey's world, it was like a
I
big
forced my
world.
friend at gunpoint to make the models.
So yeah, for how the world came out, it came out good. But then you privated the world for a bit, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I lost the files to it, so I eventually just privated it.
And then you eventually re-uploaded the world. You unprivated it, you brought it back.
Yeah. I only did that just because I was bored and I didn't know what else to do, so yeah.
Okay. You also made a Regretivator world because I know you used to use Casper a lot. Which
Yep.
so you made a Regretivator world, which is actually people sometimes go in there.
I think there's people in there right now. Yeah, there's 12 people in there. 9, actually. But yeah, there's people in there.
And
So yeah, there's people.
and then the big world, which the big world that really set everything apart in the fandom was the FPE museum that you made, which this this museum had two sides to it. Of course, at the beginning it had, of course, information about Katie and how FPE was made, and of course, what how her downfall came, and she eventually deleted everything and privated everything because apparently she lost one of her best friends, which is another factor.
Yeah, that was according to someone I know, T Drink. He told me about it, and he said this and that happened, and then I should replace that information with that. I was like, all right, sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which those are like more credible people because they know a lot more than I do. Like, and I don't think it just came from him. I can't speak. That didn't just come from him. I think it came from like Emerald too. So
Okay.
yeah.
So this world had two sides to it. It had a problematic side and then the famous side. And in the problematic side, apparently from what you said, you got a lot of controversy. Well, you got a lot of hate from people for the problematic side because of some of the people that were mentioned.
Yeah, it was mostly me adding people's faces in there, more specifically Tamari's, and that led on to a whole, controversy in itself that, well, ended up in the world being deleted, then republished afterwards.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
and if I'm correct, you did end up scrapping the problematic side of the museum. Okay. So the famous side, you just added in a lot of people that have been well known in the
YouTubers,
YouTubers,
well-known creators, all that.
exactly.
Fan games too, Roblox fan games.
Oh yes, Roblox fan games. I mean, I'm pretty sure you actually included that. I'm close to your other, to the other section where you had a bunch of people like Starlet and Zero Beef Boy and Real Goku, all of them just in that one section. I mean, Real Goku has like his own statue in the world.
I was gonna remove that, but then people kept posing with it, and I thought it was funny, so I kept it.
Yeah. So and of course you have the Roblox fan games on the side, which are like all like basically like the exact same concept, just done differently. So
Basically.
okay. So some finishing statements here. So this is actually what are a couple facts that people don't really know about you?
Uh, let's see. There's some people still don't know like what Zoc is, like the actual channel itself. Like they know the name Zoc, they just don't know the name, like what's on it. I think some people. It's Gorilla Tag. Gorilla Tag trolling content, which was why it was even called Better Call Zoc. I guess some people just confuse things or whatever. But yeah, I actually played Gorilla Tag before I played this game. And Gorilla Tag, I played for several years on end. I've been playing that game for a while. Do I regret it? Kind of. I didn't before, but I only do now. That's because it's just turned into a constant cash grab game that has no soul. And it makes me feel sad, but it is what it is.
It is unfortunate.
With that Gorilla Tag. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? We have I might be gay.
What?
Mm-hmm. You tell me.
Wait, what? Where did this come from?
I don't know. What do you want me to tell you?
I don't know. I mean, this was so like I didn't expect you to say that, but I mean, if that is the case, I stand by you, of course. It's 2026. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. That's what I say. So any like so this is to finish this off, this is a I'm letting you have the stage here, like any like closing statements or anything. This is all you. This is all you. Like whatever you want to say, just say it.
I feel as if FBE has a lot of problems to it, and then it has its reputation as like, oh, it's like this, and that, or whatever, and then it's the fandom without a creator. Yeah, it is, and to be honest, it sucks. It does. Um, but I feel like that people should like it, just like it. Stop having drama. Stop making problems, and just you're all a part of the same fandom. Like the same thing, unless it's like a bad person, like a pedophile groomer. Get them out of here. Or if it's a guy who like consumes or just is a gooner and consumes porn, go. We don't want you. But like people who are genuine, who just have problems with each other for no reason, if it's like shitty friend group or I don't know, like just like it, just like whatever you're into. You know, I feel like there's just too many problems within the fandom. I feel that's that's really it. Like FB just has too many problems. I feel as if that people should solve them more, and that it shouldn't just take like one YouTuber to do this or the Blend Toad VA or someone else. I feel like at the end of the day, though, we'll all be doing other things eventually. You know, but we'll all be doing other things instead of liking, FPE or, and there's always a constant cycle with the fandom where old people leave, new people come, old people leave, new people come, old people leave, and vice versa. So, eventually it'll get to a point where it's just going to continue to cycle until less, less, and then nothing.
Yeah. Okay, I actually have this question just came to mind, and this is the final question. So your time on VRChat, um, when do you ever plan on leaving, or is your like your time on this platform, it's limited, definitely. So whenever you decide to leave, when is your estimated time to leave this platform and move on?
Within the next 9 months or so.
Okay, within the next 9 months, so that would be around by at the latest December of this year.
Uh,
November, December.
Actually, I think 7. I counted wrong. 7 months.
So around September, August to
October.
September, yeah, September to October of
It's like
this year.
7, 8 months around then. Yeah, this year.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. That went very well, actually. I was not expecting that to go as well as it did. I really appreciate
Yeah.
that was basically the background of Zoc, Shakerco. I mean, it was funny because it was actually supposed to be only like one question, and it was about like the oof head like world mods, but I decided, you know what? Since this is an interview, we'll dive into like more about your background and everything. And
I have no bad blood with the world mods. I think they're all cool people.
yeah. Well, so that is the interview. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Back to the news.